Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to Elders Boxing. We back again. Fight week, June 10th to the 14th. We got some good shit to talk about. We got a lot of fights, you know what I'm saying, from starting tomorrow all the way up to Sunday. So we got some good stuff. Salute to everybody coming through the building. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe for sure. Salute to the playback. Appreciate y'all coming through. All right, we're going to start right here tomorrow, June the 10th. We got a couple of notable guys on this card. We have Michael Soro. He's going to face Hassan McKenyo. Oh, this is a fight where Soro should win. He's campaigning at middleweight, and he still have a ranking at 54 too. So probably he'll go back and forth. But we know Soro been around the block for a minute. Remember his two fights with Majimov, and he fought. I think fought Antoine Douglas back in the day. He been around for a minute. So if he get a win, he'll be back in the mix, possibly against one of these top middleweights or 154 as well. Kevin Saljo is on the card, the super middleweight contender. You know he lost to Pacheco in December, but he gave a great effort. It was a solid, performance per se. Not the best fight, but he can tell he's a solid guy at 168. He came back and got a win not too long ago. Now he's right back in the mix. So he got some world rankings too. This fight that he's having on tomorrow is for a WBA regional title. So he's not too far away. He got a nice ranking at the IBF as well. So if shit don't go right, he can mess around and fight an eliminator. It all depends on how everything shake out. But I like the fact that he lost against Pacheco and then he bounced right back. And ain't even nobody even saying nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? I like that. When guys lose, if they didn't get punished in a fight, then if they can get right back in there to kind of shake that off, then I think they should do that. So that's dope. Milan Pratt is in there. I seen him. He's in the IBF rankings at 154. So that's another guy that possibly can make a play. Maybe even Soro versus Pratt can fight down the line. We'll see what's up. Just Do Boxing, what's good with you, bro? Martha Prince in the building, what's good? Salute to y'all coming through. We're gonna talk about this fight week. June 11th, we have a fight card in Canada. Catch this live on the Zone. So the Zone got all the boxing. I love it. One shot, one stop shop. My man Z Pacino, what's good with you, bro? Salute to you. All right, so this one's gonna be headlined by Wilkins Mathieu versus Ezekiel Falcao. We're gonna work our way up though. So notable guys on the undercard. Thomas Shabbat is on the card. I know he had a loss recently, but he's back. Fendero, that's a short southpaw. Fights at 168. Pretty strong, pretty tough. He had a tough fight against Sean McCowan. He messed around and lost that fight. You know what I'm saying? But he's facing a guy with 21-1. Jonathan Gonzalez. Is that the same guy that Berlanga just fought? I know that ain't the same guy. That's wild if it is. But yeah, Frondero, he looked good before his last fight. He struggled though. You know what I'm saying? He struggled with McCallum, so let's see if he can bounce back. But let me see real quick. If that's that same guy. That's funny if it is. If it is. But I like how Eye of the Tiger been keeping these guys busy though, for sure. They're young guys. Yep, that's the same dude. He's gonna run through him. Oh, Che. Oh, he's gonna run through him. Yeah, he's gonna run through him. So that's the guy he's fighting. I recognize that name. Berlanga fought him on his last fight on Matchroom, and the dude looked like he had lipo or something. It looked crazy, and he's gonna fight Fondero. Fondero should stop him. If he don't stop him in the first 2 or 3 rounds, it's an issue. Um, that's solid. That's a solid fight. Bruce Gas. Tyson Fury. I know you asked me about Tyson Fury before, but I'm hearing he's gonna face Nelson Heisa, the kid from he ain't no kid. He's like 4 years old, but he's from Albania. He's an undefeated puncher. That's what I'm hearing Fury gonna fight, but we'll see. Berlin. Okay, that's the one. Okay. I appreciate you. All right, so Fondera should win that fight. Mamet Yanal, he's back. He could touch up a lot. He's alright though. He's action packed, but he get touched a lot. 15-0, 13 knockouts. So yeah, the undercard got some notable people on there for you guys to tap into. This will be on the zone. Co-main event, we got Layla Braithwaite is back. She's facing Paulina Angel. This is a good fight right here. This is for the WC interim title at 130. So mandatory for Alicia Baumgartner. So we know Alicia beat Braithwaite 2 fights ago. And when her first 12 rounds, she looked. I mean, I thought Alicia looked good in that fight. She won that fight pretty clear. She dropped Layla in the 7th round, and Layla couldn't really do nothing with that. That's a different level. This one is gonna be more competitive. Uh, Angel, she's the fighter that dropped Stephanie Hahn in her debut. I think it was last year when she made her MVP debut. Stephanie Hahn fought Angel and got dropped in the 1st round. So that's a good fight right here on paper. They fighting at 130 pounds, WBA interim, so that's solid. Matthew versus Falcao. So this is interesting. Haven't seen Falcao for a minute. Kind of been on the radar since he lost the vacant IBF title fight against Gutierrez. He's facing a rising prospect, trying to be a contender, Matthew, who is a good athletic fighter, big and strong. Fights at 168. He's a good looking young fighter. You know what I'm saying, with good power. Falcao, he's a southpaw, a veteran. He know a lot of tricks, but I don't trust his inactivity. I don't trust his activity. He's been inactive for a while, and I just like the younger, fresher guy. They're gonna be fighting in a small ring, so I expect Matthew to take it to Falcao. So we'll see. So yeah, y'all tap in. This is Thursday, June the 11th. Eye of the Tiger from this is on the zone. So y'all tap in. So we got a card in Washington. This is Roy Jones Jr. This is his promotion company. Natasha Spence versus Marcela Carneiro. This is a rematch. They fighting at middleweight. The first fight was in DC. Spence won that fight by decision. I think that was Carneiro's first fight back after giving birth, and she lost that fight. So they're gonna run that back. We'll see. Spence is like a journeywoman. You look at her record. She been there with everybody, but she came up short. She even she was credited for a knockdown against Shadeja Green. It was kind of like a slip though, but she got credited for that, and she been there with everybody. So, and Cornejo been there with everybody. They both on the same level. You know what I'm saying? You can call Cornejo a journeywoman too, in a sense, or a gatekeeper, because she never really won the big fights. I mean, she just got a lot of fanfare, but this is the same level. So let's see, can she bounce back? This is on oneeasylive.com. It's like one of those apps you guys can tap into. But this is a Roy Jones Jr. promoted card up there in Washington State. Emmanuel Pettigrew, what's good with you, bro? Salute. Salute to you. All right, moving on. All right, so this is on the zone. We got Freddie Kawit. He's back. He's been around for a long time. I remember he used to be in the WO rankings a long time ago. Back when not Spence. Back when Crawford was the champion. He used to be in them rankings for a while, but he moved up to 154. He's going to fight on this card. This card will be on the zone from Germany, so if you guys want to tap in, feel free to do so. This one going to be in Germany. It's another one that I saw. Hold on. We got a Hall of Fame card too. I'm gonna put that card up here too. I'm gonna keep pushing though. We have a card June the 13th from Atlantic City right here. This is Popper versus Selden Jr. So of course that's Bruce Selden Jr. You know, son of the former heavyweight champ Bruce Selden. He's been matched real easy. I mean, he got good power and stuff, but I think time will tell when he step up in competition. I think the truth gonna come to the light. He's definitely not a heavyweight hopeful, from my understanding, from what I've seen of him. But he do got good power, and for that area, Atlantic City, the Atlantic City Express, I think he actually fits in there. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I don't know where else he go from here. You know what I'm saying? What they call that? My bad, y'all. We good. It's another card. It's a Hall of Fame card that I want to talk about. The Hall of Fame induction ceremony is this week, and they have a card there. I know I had that shit. Maybe not. We'll tap in though. Yeah, we'll keep it pushing. But it's a Hall of Fame card though. Promoted by Christy Martin up there in upstate New York. Vic Pasillas is on that card. Come on. Evans is on there. I thought I had the thumbnail, but if I find it, we're gonna run it. All right, keep it pushing though. MVP, they got a card coming up on Saturday from Orlando, Florida. So again, they're going to showcase a lot of women's boxing, a lot of a lot of world title fights too. They got 4 to be exact. But you know how they do. They always have a solid prelim, and they build their way up to some solid fights for the main card. So take a look at it. I've been hearing this is gonna be a good fight. Which fight you talking about? My bad. That Popper fight, the one with him and Bruce Seldon. So on this undercard, a couple of notable fighters. Brown L is making her pro debut. She was a highly touted amateur. Look out for her. Brittany Sims, she's on this undercard. She's one of the hottest female fighters in boxing right now. She's on a nice little win streak. Okay, the Seldon fight. Okay, yeah, I'm tapped in. That's on Boxing Insider. It should be on. Sometimes they be on YouTube. Sometimes they be on the Zone. But I go to their social media and watch it on Boxing Insider. But back to Brittany Sims though. I know she's 9-3, but she on a nice winning streak, yo, for sure. And it's like she's one of those fighters. They kind of remind me of how like Tevin Farmer went on that run after he was like 7-4, but not to that level. But you know what I'm saying. Got better skills wise. Brittany Sims is number 1 in the WBA at 118, and we have an undisputed champion, Shanika Johnson. She about to defend her titles against Dana Thorsland in August. But Brittany Sims is right there. She can fight. I think what helped her out was fighting that TCL and keeping her active. Sometimes that TCL be ruining fighters, but some cases it actually make the fighters better. You know what I'm saying? Because they stay in shape. So that's what's up. Liana Cruz is back. She's coming off an ACL injury. She's number 1 in the WBA at 115. So she should be getting a world title opportunity as well. WBC already moved to super flyweight. Who is Sabu is gonna fight for the vacant title? You talking about him? Who they gonna give him? Ayala, because I think the South African is busy. Kenshiro gonna fight somebody else. Who they gonna give him? Yeah, Ronnie Alvarez. He should be. He's on. What card he's on? Yeah, he's on the Matchroom card. Yeah, we're gonna touch on it. He's on the Matchroom card. Yeah, Tajiri versus yeah Gonzalez, right? So who is Sabu gonna fight for? Who gonna fight for the vacant WBC? Yeah, Liana Cruz, look out for her. She can fight. She come off an injury. She got a lot of swag and shit like that. And she's number 1 for Jasmine Ortega, who is fighting on the main card. And then they got some Brazilian fighters on the card, Marley and Polka. So they kind of tapped in with the British, not British, Brazilian fan base. So yeah, that's why they on there. He can fight for the WBA. Okay, that's cool. So they both coming back pretty soon, huh? July or when they coming back? September, huh? So yeah, the prelims though pretty solid though. You got 8 fights for you guys to tap into. Main card, we have a unified title fight right here. You got Evelyn Bermudez. She's a unified champion. She got 3 belts. She need one more. She need that WBC that Lulu has, and everybody signed with MVP, so that is a natural fight. But she gotta get past a tough Mexican, Allegra, and I like Bermudez though. She got a tricky style though. She fight unorthodox. She fall under her feet, but she's tough. She's durable. her and her sister fight just alike. You know what I'm saying? They fight just alike. But she's good though. She's coming off. She went to Canada and knocked out the WBA champion Sarah Bailey to get that third belt. You know what I'm saying? She got one loss. That's to Yo Castavale. So if she wins this fight, we can get her and Lulu. Lulu just beat Yo Castavale, and that'd be a pretty solid fight for Undisputed. And I wouldn't rule out an opportunity for her to face Gabby Fondora too. If Gabby gonna move down to 108 pounds, she should be moving up, but she been talking about going to 108, so we'll see. But this is gonna kick off the main card. Jasmine Ortega is defending her WBA super flyweight title against the interim champion Natalie Delgado. Listen, this gonna be a tough fight. Like Ortega is a big puncher. You know, she's strong and she comes forward through a lot of hard shots. And if she can overwhelm you if you're not strong enough. Delgado been around the block though. She's tough. She's crafty. She can make this fight kind of tricky. Ort- Ortega is a good fighter, but she only had one real outstanding performance since becoming champ. Like winning the title, then becoming champ. When she ran through the Australia fighter, Lynn Sandstrom, she ran through her. That was easy money. But her last fight, she struggled. In the fight where she won the world title, I thought she lost that. You know what I'm saying? And there's gonna be another type of like she don't do well with fighters in front of her that's aggressive, just like her. And you can push Ortega back. You can do some good work. So we're gonna see. This one might be on some upset alert. We'll have to see. Look at them odds. We got the return of Tierra Brown, WBC featherweight champion, making her second defense. Last year she went down to Australia to beat Scott Nicholson. That was a nice win right there. After calling her off for years, and then she had a title defense against Gongor. She was part of that overtime situation where they kind of like collapsed, and then everybody went to MVP. So she's making her defense against Hannah Rapp. Is a solid fighter, solid competitor, strong. Um, she got 5 knockouts and 8 wins. But I like Tara Brown though. I like her skill set. She's patient. She like to fight like in the pocket. She got some nice skills. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. The winner of this has a mandatory. That's former undisputed champion Ellie Scotty. Ellie Scotty vacated her titles at 122, and she's gonna campaign in featherweight. So that's what's up. But I like Tara Brown to win this fight. I don't know about. I don't think she's gonna stop her, but I think she's just gonna outskill her. This fighting in the pocket, catching, shooting, dropping them counter punches, combinations, going to the body. She real smooth with it though. Tara nice with that. Yeah, she's back. Yeah, she's nice. I think. I don't know. The fights I seen of her, she looks strong and solid and stuff. She might be in there strong, but I think the skill set is it's a wide skill set. I would take Tara Brown in that, but we'll see. This is a big opportunity for Tara Brown because she's kind of been lost in the sauce. You know what I'm saying? She's not gonna fight Amanda Serrano. It seems like. Then they try and put Ellie Scott in her way. So I don't know. This is a big opportunity for her to show what a lot of the boxing public been missing out on. No, I think she's cool. She stays in good shape. She had a fight in October, wasn't it? I think she's alright. You know what I'm saying? She's cool. How do you score? Oh, we're gonna get to that. Nice segue. Um, that was a close ass fight, bro. I gotta be honest. I was being biased towards O'Shea Jones, so I gave it to her 96-94. But I ain't gonna lie, she could win the other way. This is a rematch: O'Shea Jones versus Illy Carranza for the IBF and IBO titles at 154. So the first fight was good as hell. Carranza is very tricky, and she's long in range. You got some good, you know what I'm saying? Same here. Yeah, bro. I watched it this morning too, and I actually thought it was a draw this morning, but it was Carranza was doing a lot of good stuff in that fight. She was making O'Shea miss. She was making her pay. O'Shea was falling on her front foot, missing a lot of shots. Carranza was taking a step back and timing her. Later in the fight, it looked like Carranza was a stronger fighter. Jones looked like she kind of faded. You know, hopefully O'Shea got her. You know, both of their defensive solid in that fight, but I think O'Shea, if she's in some dog shape, I think she should win. She's more talented. You know, she was taking the fight to her, but Carranza is just one of those fighters that's tough, bro. Like she's tough. She's gonna be in there the whole way through. I'm gonna lean towards O'Shea Jones, and this one I think she'll get it right and do it in clear fashion. But Carranza ain't nothing to mess around with, bro. I'm not even joking. There's a reason why they ran it back, so they want to fix that. So let's get it. For the winner, they got bigger opportunities. We're about to get Mayer versus Chantel Cameron, 3 belts, probably late August. That's dope. And the winner can actually do that fight. I know O'Shea and Michaela are friends, but you know they don't care about that shit. They gonna bump. So this is a big opportunity for O'Shea Jones to headline this card. Her first MVP card, making her debut versus opponent she already fought. So hopefully she make the adjustments. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. OG Bobby in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute, salute. But we tapped in. We got some good fights. All right, now the matchroom card. So Ben Rodriguez versus Antonio Vargas at 118 pounds. It's for the WBA title that Vargas has. We're gonna work our way up the card. We have some solid names on this card that a lot of fans are looking forward to, myself included. Hector Beltran, he's with RGBA. Look out for him. Real good fighter. Ronnie Alvarez. He's a lot of people are high on him. He's on this card. You know, he got an easy opponent though, I think. But he's on this card. Adrian Rodriguez is on this card. Tap in with him. He's facing Montoya, Elias Montoya. So it should be an interesting, fun fight. I think the undercard is pretty solid. The before the bell and the prelims, pretty solid before we work our way. Hopefully they show all these fights because a lot of the times for these smaller cards on Matchroom, they only just been showing the main cards. But I want to see Ronnie Alvarez though. I want to see him. Man, that's a good fight. That's a good fight. Tacoma gonna fight Nakasawa though. WBC. That should be September, October. But I like the fight. It's a good storyline. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I understand what you're saying because Shingo is nice with it. It could be, but you know, Bam was on a different level. Um, and fighting Tacoma and Naoya is different level type fights. But you know, that's a good storyline. You go beat the younger brother and get the monster. But I think Tacoma gonna fight Tension. They're gonna run that back. I'm highly interested in Cardenas versus me too. We're gonna get on it. Phyllis Nunez, what's good with you, bro? Salute to you. Alright. Now we got a world title fight on the undercard. Alif Nor Turhan, she's gonna face Gabriela Tellez. So this one was supposed to happen on the Shock and Four card, but Turhan couldn't get her visa. But they're gonna run it here. We know Turhan is coming. You know what I'm saying? The one I would say she's the biggest puncher in women's boxing. Can we say that? Because she's sleeping shit. Everything she touched, she's sleeping shit. But she's wild. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be poised and under control fighting her. You know what I'm saying? Because she swing a lot of hard shots, and she's unorthodox. That's why she catch these ladies on the back end and be hurting them. She's strong. She's the IBF lightweight champion. We want to see her unify with Caroline Dubois or Stephanie Hahn, either one. But this is Tone's bodyguard. This is Alicia Bub Gardner's bodyguard. I'm joking, but Tone started this shit. Tone is forcing Torhan on Caroline Dubois to distract everybody from us seeing Dubois versus uh, Alicia. We need to see that because that's the fight fans want, but they're trying to distract us with Torhan. We'll take Torhan because it's a unification. But you know, if she's in Tone City, you think Tone gonna come out there and support her? Gonna walk into the ring and shit? She's the bodyguard for Alicia. That you know what I'm saying? That's what he's doing. He putting a roadblock for us getting the biggest fight. But all jokes aside, this interesting though, because Tellez can handle herself. She's the younger sister of Reina for Amanda Serrano. Them sisters can handle themselves. She's a good body puncher. I think if she can get past the power and be poised and just start to invest in the body and take her time, she could have some success. You know what I'm saying? I think she got the quicker hands, but Torhan, she's just strong as hell. And if she hits you with some shit on the back end, it might be a wrap. So yeah, bro. I'm tapped in with it. So if Torhan wins, though, this is her introduction to the American fan base. She's fighting in Arizona, so that crowd gonna be hyped to see her type of style. Maybe that can parlay that into some bigger fights. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she can get at least a Baumgartner. I think the Caroline Dubois fight, yeah, I think that should happen. Caroline might fight on the mayor and Cameron undercard in August in the UK. So they might not be on the same schedule. But Turhan is dangerous though, for sure. She is dangerous. But that's just facts though. He now I seen this dude talking about how much of a good fighter Turhan is, and Dubois is ducking her and this, that, and the third. But Lisa on her Twitter, she was like Turhan was some wood. She was garbage when she fought in January. She was like, this was y'all talking about? She ain't that good, you know what I'm saying? But Tone hyping her up. They're not on the same schedule. They're not on the same page. How one person trying to have one guy want her to be the bodyguard, the other one saying she easy work. How's she gonna be easy work? She can't be both. If she's just this tough fighter for Dubois, and then Lisa turn her down, saying she's not that good, don't have them fight. Don't have Turhan and Dubois fight. Then y'all say no, Turhan is like that now. Nah, bro, we're gonna go. We're gonna go get those receipts. What y'all said. Like that's why I say, yo, when these fighters turn down these fighters, they turn down their opposition. They don't get no credit for the fight. You're supposed to do that. You said it. You're supposed to do that. They say, "Oh no, it's just them talking shit." Nah, bro, it's a way to talk shit where you don't have to tear your guy down. You said he's trash. He don't deserve to be in the ring with you. All that type of shit. Why do fans need to go watch it? Yeah, that's just me. I want that smoke with Tone too. Um, he's whether if my girl Beatrice, but man, I don't even know. I don't even know. He said speak the truth about Turhan. Yeah, Turhan can fight though. You know what I'm saying? I see the play. That's how you know these guys ain't really fans of these fighters, because when you try to put roadblocks, so a win over Dubois will give Elisa her flowers, because we want her to. A lot of people think Dubois gonna beat her, but you want somebody else to fight her to beat them. You know what I'm saying? that's some scary ass shit. All right, moving on. Cardenas versus Martinez. Cardenas got a gift in February. That was on the undercard of Navarrete versus Nunes, and Martinez took that boy to school. They scored it a draw, but y'all see they run that shit right back. And Matchroom signed Martinez, so that tells you basically what they think about the fight and who won. So that's just whatever. But I don't see it no different. I mean, this guy, Joy Martinez, is very skilled and crafty, bro. Very smart. He was using Cardenas, his momentum against him, his aggression against him, and he was taking it to him. It almost looked like they didn't even study or train for this guy, because Martinez probably won this fight like, what was it, 10 round or 8 round? He basically dominated the fight, bro, and they scored a draw. So he have a chance to do it again. He had a nice little fan base there too to support him. So I'm pretty sure this time they're gonna be out there rocking for him as well. So I'm gonna go with Joy Martinez on this one. And he mess around might get a stoppage, because he knows, like, he dominated so much. He can get better, and the best he can do is stop this dude. Cardenas is a good fighter. He got RGBA behind him, Robert Garcia. He been having some suspect performances too. It just came to fruition with this fighter right here, and I think Martinez is gonna show the same type shit. So I'm rocking with Martinez in this one, and that's another player at 122. He said, "Uh-oh." He said, "Cardenas got exposed." He did, bro. It been building up, but this was super exposed. Joy Martinez looked good, bro. I'm like, damn, ain't nobody signed this dude. Like, this is like a diamond in the rough. And then that shows you where Matchroom is at, far as like, their talent search, because they gotta have somebody on ground. They big enough, and then the Wild War, the global, what do you say, a global company now. They need to be in these areas, finding these gem of fighters. That way, what I'm saying, you can put them on your squad. Because he looked like a different level than Cardenas in that last fight. So we'll see. Bam versus Antonio Vargas. Bam is one of the best in the game. He can do everything. Footwork is elite. Punching power is elite. He's just nice. Bam can do it all. He got one of the best jabs in the game, and he got good defense. Now he been down before, but that was against who dropped him? Estrada. Did Estrada drop him? I forgot, but he bounced right back up and did his thing. Bam is nice, and he get better as the fight goes on too. He carried his power late. He had a great performance in his last fight, unifying the division at 115. He beat Como Martinez. He stopped him in the ninth round. That was nice, and he's one of the best. Like you can't even like you can talk about Bam all day. He got everything. So he's moving up to 118 to attempting to be a three division world champion against a tough, solid guy too that can punch. He said Estrada dropped. Okay, there it is. Um, and it's like the way he did Estrada, you can almost forget that he dropped him in that fight because he did Estrada dirty. But with the body shots, Vargas. Vargas is a guy that's real strong, technically sound, a good counter puncher, but he tends to get dropped early in fights. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, he's resilient enough and determined to get back up and win those fights. He went on the road to win a fight in Japan against Higa. He got dropped early, came back and dropped him late, and he ended up winning the fight. Then he got dropped against Jonathan Gonzalez. He got dropped early against Wilson Guerrero. So I don't know if he switched off early in fights, that's starting to be a trend. Get dropped early, come back and win. And this one, if he get dropped early or hurt early, it's gonna be over early because I don't see Bam relent. You know what I'm saying? Laying, taking his foot off the gas. So I'm pretty sure they know that this guy is resilient. Vargas can punch. Like looking at Bam's resume, shoot, this might be one of the bigger punchers that he done faced. It might be the biggest. I know the South African fighter that he fought, he took the IBF from. He was a solid puncher. But I think Vargas may be the biggest puncher Bam has fought. Well, we'll have to see. So yeah, I think Vargas gonna have to be switched on. He got to fight smart. Um, he gonna have opportunities to counter Bam. I think he gonna have to step with Bam when Bam is doing his angles and reverse and pivot and all that good shit that he do. Then Antonio Vargas gonna have to be right there. You know what I'm saying? Try to shoot some right hands and stuff like that. But I think Bam gonna overwhelm him. If these lesser fighters can see the flaws in Vargas, Bam gonna capitalize on that too. And when Bam got you, it's a wrap. Because Bam can beat you over 12 rounds and beat you up and all box you, and then he can just punish you and get you up out of there early. So I like Bam. I like Bam to kind of enter this division, kind of make another statement. He basically pound for pound number one or number two. A lot of people got anyway. Bam is right up there, so I expect him to win. I'm gonna say this: if he drop Vargas early, Bam is gonna finish him early. I can't see Bam taking this guy taking Bam late in the fight like Vargas normally do. So I'm gonna go just to be. I think I'm gonna take Bam like within six. I think Bam gonna get to him within six. Probably just beat him up. You know what I'm saying? Then probably stop him within six. I can see that. Blunt Sports, what's good with you? Man, what happens if Cafu? He said, "What happened to Cafu? He's good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. He's nice. Like I was saying that earlier in the show. Like these guys lose. Some guys lose and bounce right back. Like I was talking about Kevin Saljo. He just fought twice. He lost in December against Pacheco. Now this is his second fight since then. Look at Scott Nicholson. She lost her title in her hometown against Sierra Brown. She done fought like 3, 4 times since, and now she's WBC champion at 122. So some guys, I don't know. It all depends. Yeah, he's fighting. Yep, that's next. I was wondering about Cafu. I've been following him on IG. Yeah, I haven't heard from him. I haven't heard from him. All right, Sunday, June the 14th, we have a Salida Promotions card right here. They got a lot of notable names on this damn undercard, though. I'm tapped in with it. Uh, Brandon Moore is on this card, heavyweight. He's gonna fight Donald Hainsworth. I like Joshua Pagan. Joshua Pagan is the co-main event. He's pretty solid. He's a lightweight contender. He's like top 10, top 15 in the WBO at lightweight. So he's back. He's been pretty active. Uh, Brian Jennings is back. He just had a fight recently, but he's back against Robert Sims. Sims coming off a knockout loss in Canada against Alex Barry. Barry was just stopped by Guido Vanello, if y'all guys remember that fight. But B.Y. Jennings, he old head. I think he about 41, 42. And it looked like since they have him on this card, maybe they building up to a Brandon Moore fight. I think that would be solid, if B.Y. Jennings look good. But we haven't seen him really at this top level in a minute. McCullough versus Burgos, yeah. You saw me on X? Yeah. Pagan or the Argentina Matchroom boy. Oh, I like Chavez. But Pagan can box, though. He pretty solid. Trajado, he just signed with Salida. He's on this card too. So this is a solid card. Hopefully they show all these fights. Troy Isley is back. He making his Salida Promotions debut. Man, we gonna be tapped in for this. We haven't seen Troy in a long time. Middleweight contender, lost in the sauce because he been inactive. He just got released by Top Rank, so he linked up with Salida, and he can make a move. He can make a move in the middleweight division. It's pretty much wide open. Um, now I like Troy as a fighter. He have up and down performances too, but Matchroom matched them. They matched them tough. I mean, not Matchroom. I'm tripping. Top Rank matched Troy Isley pretty tough. He had some tough opposition on his way up. So I'm not sure how good he really is because maybe they matched him too tough and he wasn't able to perform. But if you got the goods, you the goods. I think he's okay. He's a solid fighter. I want to see him get his opportunity in a wide open middleweight division. He should be able to get his opportunity. Let's see what Salida can do for him. What do you expect to see from Troy? A little bit of ring rust, a little bit maybe taking his time, kind of, getting his feel to the fight. I would like to see him kind of step on this dude, you know what I'm saying, make a statement saying he back, but I'm gonna be realistic. He'll probably kind of start slow, get his foot up under him, feet up under him, and I expect him to probably win a decision. Chris Legg, what's good? Salute to you. What's good, man? I appreciate you coming through. Oh yeah. Big fight. Yeah, Phoenix. Yeah, all right. Salute, man. Hope you have a good time for sure. Yeah, that's gonna be good. And I know the fans come out in Phoenix to support boxing, so that should be dope. Um, Jonathan Bummer Gonzalez is going to headline this show against Abraham Perez. He making a defense of his WBA interim title that he won recently. Bummer been around for a while. I know he used to campaign at 122. I think Tanaka stopped him and he went down to 108, and then he became champion down there. He lost. Now he's back. So Bamba he can box all night or he can take it to you. He can do a little bit of both. He coming off a big win against a Puerto Rican fighter. His name escaping me right now. I think Rivera, Yankee Rivera. Um, he did he stop him? I think he stopped. I know he beat him up. He was dropping him a bunch of times. But this is good though. Salida Promotions has been invested with Puerto Rican boxing. So I know they're doing this fight in Michigan, but eventually they can bring Bamba Gonzalez to Puerto Rico, back to Puerto Rico, and do a big show there. So this is good, yo. Salida been actually pretty active with the zone. They've been giving him some fight dates, so that's good. You think Perez can pull it off? Let's see. Perez, he's pretty solid though. You know what I'm saying? And Bamba ain't like no crazy world beater. Like I said, he'll have some good performances, then he'll have some trash ass shit. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, he stopped him. Okay, okay, I appreciate that. Yeah, he was every time he touched him in that fight, he hurt him. Well, that was in January, I believe, on the Serrano undercard. So that's what it is, man. He said that's a tricky match. Yeah, let's see. I like this card though because it got a little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying? You got the smaller weights, 112 pounds. You got the OG heavyweight and BY Jennings. You got Sadarius Simmons. I ain't speaking about him. He's an up and coming heavyweight. Then you got Brandon Moore. He's like a fringe guy. Maybe they can do something. Uh, Trajado is on the card. He's basically he making his second fight on this card. Troy Isley, we've been missing him. We haven't seen him in a while. So it's a little bit of everything for us on Sunday live on the Zone. They fighting in Grand Rapids, Michigan, the home of Floyd Mayweather. So yeah, we're gonna be tapped in. So all together, man, it's a solid week of boxing. Real talk. We get to see one of the pound for pound stars with Ben Rodriguez. Um, we got a bunch of women title fights on MVP on Saturday, ESPN Plus, ESPN. Bam is on the Zone. Uh, let me see. We got a lot of good stuff, man. Hopefully everybody's tapped in, can watch this boxing. I'm really interested in this one on Thursday. Matthew versus Falcao. This is a step up as far as name recognition for Matthew, and I think he can pass with flying colors. So I'm looking forward to that. Yes, sir. Salute to everybody coming through the building. I appreciate the time, and I'm out.